Do you view democracy as an American value, something that's very important to the fabric of this country?
No. Where is democracy in the U.S. Constitution?
Oh, okay. So are you...
No, hold on. Where is the word democracy?
I don't think the word democracy is in the Constitution.
So where is the word democracy in any of the founding fathers?
A lot of the founding fathers had extremely elitist viewpoints around who should...
Hold on. I just want to... You said the word democracy, so I want to get back to our roots.
Yes.
Where is democracy mentioned? In the Federalist Papers, the Constitution, or the Declaration?
I think it's good that this country has moved away from things that were explicitly believed by the founding fathers.
In the Federalist Papers, and it's mentioned negatively as a problem. So you asked me, is democracy a fundamental American value? I say no.
Okay.
Because I go back to our roots. And Hamilton, Madison, and Jay...
Oh, I know that Hamilton was anti-democracy.
Hold on.
Welcome back. It's a new day. We thank the good Lord it's a new day. Thank God it's a new day. So good to see you. So good to see you, and you. Yes, you. It's me, WJ, on that channel, one life, many seasons. Well, someone sent me this story, and I wanted to just have it on here so we can react, listen to it, and hopefully give my take. And I'm looking forward to hearing yours as well. So please feel free, drop your comments. Let's have the discussion. Okay? One family here. We're all trying to learn from one another and grow to make this world a better place. Charlie Kirk, someone I've, come to really like and love to listen to. As we know, he's the founder and the president of Turning Point, which apparently has become the largest and fastest growing conservative youth activist organization. I listen to him a lot, but this particular story, I guess I hadn't seen it, and someone sent it over. So basically, he's having what I would call maybe it's a debate, or the person that sent it over to me called it a SMACKDOWN with this college girl. And as you can see from the title that I incorporated, it says, "Too smart to make any common sense." Let's find out.
People thought that people should be owned as
I want to be
property.
clear. I am pro-representative government,
okay,
but I'm not pro-democracy. That's a big difference, and that distinction is important. But you asked very specifically about democracy, which is not an American value. It never has been and never should be, because what is democracy? Democracy is majority rule no matter what. That there's no provisions of checks and balances, no inalienable rights, no separation of powers, pure, if the majority gets it, the majority wants it as quickly as possible.
I don't advocate pure democracy. I do understand that we live in a representative, like we live in a republic,
so
and I understand
representative
these things.
Government.
Okay.
And you might say I'm splitting hairs on words, but I'm not.
Well, just coming from a place where on some level we have a level of democracy in this country and people vote and it is part of their civic duty to vote.
Sure.
Yes. Do you not think it is in the greater interest of this country at large that its citizens are as educated as possible to therefore be able to participate in that system?
I think they should be as wise as possible, and I don't think that education and wisdom are the same thing.
Yeah,
in fact,
I understand.
I think college...
That is true. I like the way my dad used to put it back in the day. God rest his soul. My dad passed away over 20 years ago. I love your dad. He used to say, is one thing to get an education. You go through your education. It's even more important that your education goes through you. I think we're lacking in that in today's world. She's using a lot of words that are just not, not making a whole lot of sense of what she's saying. She's saying too many things without saying anything. And I'm finding it very hard to follow what she's saying. And she's also not too humble to listen. She is listening to respond, not listening to understand. And that's another topic for another day, because I think a whole lot of that has to do with the parental, background, how they're raised, how our kids are being raised in today's world. You know, absentee fathers in the home, or just not having a very stable home, and just a whole lot of factors. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the SmackDown. I think it's already a SmackDown. I totally agree with Charlie Kirk here. But let's just go on.
Disincentivizes the cultivation of wisdom.
In the age where there is such a hypersaturation of, and we've seen this, like extremely polarizing, different, like people are getting their news from wildly different sources.
Yes.
People just don't interact with the other side at all. Do you think that being an autodidact in any sense of the term is going to give you a thorough and rigorous education if you are like so likely to end up sucked into these holes where you're never interacting
that's not
with
my
people
only form of learning. I meet a lot of cool people. I learn from people like you and others. I mean, I'm listening when you're talking. It's not just a shtick. You haven't won me over on any of it, but you had an opportunity to. But I'm glad you attempted to. But yeah, I mean, you learn in other ways other than just sitting in a classroom, listening to a professor drone on for 90 minutes and pretending to read his book and paying $20,000 a semester to cheat on the exam at the end of the semester.
I think college is what you make of it. I
agree. So
people,
is life.
People are selling themselves short on their education
I agree.
if they don't.
You can listen to as many podcasts as you want. You can meet interesting people. And
academia does have like an actual level of like. You have to prove that you're worth your salt, at least to have peer-reviewed papers published, which you don't have.
Why does she just keep talking? Why? It's painful to watch for me. It's painful to listen to. You know, I grew up in an environment where, you know, you want to take advantage of wisdom from someone wiser, someone more knowledgeable. You can have your opinions. You can have your objectives. You could have your perspective, rather. You could have your perspective, but it pays. It's an advantage to you to have that sense of humility, to be able to, you know, you draw from someone who's wiser. But that's what wisdom does. That's the difference Charlie was trying to say. There's a difference between wisdom and education. You can have an education and not be wise. Wisdom tells you, yes, I do have an education, but I don't have the wisdom behind that education to optimize it. And I just see her, she's just talking a whole lot of stuff. This is more than just word salad. This is just all over the place. She's trying to make sense, but she's not really making sense because she's not well grounded in what she's trying to say. It'll be a lot more beneficial for her to just relax, kind of listen, and not try to out-talk Charlie, because that's what I see her, she's trying to do over here. She's just trying to out-talk him. But she's not getting anywhere, because the true wise people know how to read between the lines. You could be saying a whole lot of things, but they know you're not saying anything. And you could be saying very minimal words, and you're hitting the nail on the head. I'm so afraid for the kinds of students, college grads that we're raising these days. I don't think they're well grounded. Education has become something else. It's not what it used to be. Let's just go on. Sorry, guys. This is hurting my ears.
Have to do to start a podcast.
If you get a PhD, yes, but hold on. So is your contention that I'm not informed or not worldly or not wise? I want to be clear.
I'm not making any claims about your specific level of being informed. I'm saying the general rhetoric on the right against education, against higher education specifically.
Why do you think it is? Is it because you think we hate smart people, or is it that there's something happening here that we really think is troubling?
I think it's much easier to control people who are less educated.
See, now you're a conspiracy theorist. So, no, it's...
I think she's misinformed, ill-informed, and I'm not even sure where she's getting what she's saying. Where are the facts to back that up? Where are the facts to back what she's saying up? And this whole thing about democracy, what are they talking about? To me, I am just confused. I am just confused because every time I hear them talk about democracy, if you really look at it, it's not what it's meant to be. And it's intentional, by the way, in my opinion. It's intentional. It's a strategy to confuse more people, to take away your ability to think for yourself, your ability to segregate right from wrong, and just to kind of put everybody in this box of unilateral mindset. That's not what it's about. And like I said, I'm so worried about the education, the standard of education that we have these days. It just feels very shallow. It's not. Somebody help me here, please. I'd like to read your comments, please. Just drop your comments. Tell me what you think about what's going on here in this debate or SmackDown or whatever you want to call it. I mean, this is just crazy.
Intellectualism is a hallmark of fascism.
Do you think we're against higher education because it largely has created an ungrateful, unprepared generation that goes into the American body politic and does not share the core American values of freedom of speech, gratitude for our founding, consent of the governed? In fact, it's hyper radical, and it's against our traditions, our norms, and our customs, and it's created massive fissures. We call that the woke mind virus, if you will.
Okay, that makes.
It's not because people are easier to control. In fact, we love learning. I learn every day.
Absolutely.
In fact, that's why I'm pro Hillsdale College, where it's probably one of the hardest colleges in the country to get into and graduate from. The problem is that when you are learning largely trash and crap, and you're not going in the pursuit of truth, beauty, or goodness, and you're not trying to inculcate wisdom or good character.
There's no oversight on online political punditry to make sure that you're in pursuit of wisdom and goodness.
No,
like
of course
you
there's not.
directly profit from propagating viewpoints that are more polarizing and that suck people deeper into more conspiratorial thinking.
Hold on. So what you're doing is you're actually insulting the audience, not me. Because the vast majority of this audience actually enjoys watching my videos, and they enjoy hearing from me.
I never said your audience didn't enjoy watching your videos.
Because you say I'm profiting.
Can somebody tell that girl to be quiet? That there is actually wisdom in being quiet and not trying to talk over everyone in the room. This is painful.
The way
you do profit, like you financially, you make a ton of money from getting more clicks.
The audience rewards me because they find that I bring some value.
Well, I don't
and that they
necessarily
learn something
think
from
that
me.
whatever gets
I
the
want to get
most
to the next
eyes
question.
on a specific.
But it's easy to attack me as exploitation. What I say is actually very popular and resonates with people. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, guys. That was painful. Painful. And it just further validates for me, looking at the education system, the kind of, college grads that we're having today. I just don't feel like we have to do better. Let's just put it that way. We have to do better as a nation, and we have to do better for these kids. I did not. I'm sorry. I am someone that likes to learn. I'm open to new ideas, new knowledge, new perspectives, wise perspectives. I love to add to the repertoire of wisdom, because I'm always trying to grow every day. But at the same time, I'm able to discern if something is just not making sense. And I'm sorry that I couldn't follow. I was trying to follow her because she actually does sound intelligent. Just listening. Yeah, I hear all of that. But then when you listen, I'm like, okay, I'm not getting anything from this. You confusing me. It's not making any sense. You talk a lot of words, but I can't follow it. You guys tell me what you think. That was brutal. Good job, Charlie. Charlie is always very, very calm and very, very direct. He knows exactly what he wants to say, when he wants to say it, how he wants to say it. And he doesn't get moved by all kinds of tricks and, strategies that is thrown at him. Because I see it all the time. I watch, and these people think they trying to throw him off, but he's smarter than that, and he could hold his own. So, good job, Charlie. Let me know what you think. I'd like to know what you think, and now we could open this up for a discussion. Thanks for stopping by. This is me again, WJ09 Channel 1 Life Many Seasons. If this is your first time, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll be back with more pieces. I'm a Charlie fan, for sure. I am a Charlie fan. All right, now, I'll be back again. You know how we like to close it on this channel. Remember, we've got one life with many seasons. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. All right, now. Bye-bye.